and welcome to the Demo Dive TGIF edition, where instead of digging through Steam's demo tags to sort the trash from the treasure, I play the game in full. I'm CB, and the managers at my human-coded day job gave me the glorious gift of overtime this year. I am trying not to go into Oscar the Grouch mode, no matter how much of a trash goblin I generally am. There's only one more sleep till Christmas, after all, and there should be at least a little bit of joy, which is why I'm here at the moment. So first and foremost, happy holidays! As mentioned in the last couple of demo dives, I know full well that there are folks who can't, shouldn't, or just don't want to be with their families on Christmas, or ever. So I thought I'd provide some company. Specifically, I'll be company with a really nice sleepy time tea, some mango mochi, and a shortish Wildermyth campaign. I'll probably end up telling some RP stories in there at the same time, since all my Wildermyth legacy characters are based on either my characters or characters I have played alongside. I might even generate a few new ones in the process. So, sitting comfortably? Good. Then we'll begin. Hello to Wildermyth. Yeah, the last thing I was doing was Omen Road, and I'm not getting back in the middle of that. Omen Road was an interesting campaign idea, but so much faff. Too much faff for this particular trash goblin, at least today. So let's see what we have for new stories. That should be a good one for tonight. A 3-chapter procedural campaign starting with 3 legacy heroes. Difficulty scales with the legacy tier of your starting heroes. I'll probably do. Yeah, we're sticking with storyteller mode. I am not doing carved in stone. I've already got mods attached, mostly just like cosmetic, hair, outfit, stuff like that. Map seed, very long, randomly generated number. Okay, that should be fine. I click the button and it chug is procedurally generating. Probably do with a better warrior. So pick from legacies. Yeah, this one's for Smeagol. To explain the characters, we'll begin with Chris White. This one was originally based off my friend Smeagol's TSW character by the same name. He actually got me. Untouchable is basically the first hit that something makes against you automatically misses. Or is blocked or something. Just does not hit you. So, less Cuisinart, more tank at this point. But yeah, Smeagol actually got me back into TSW by flagging up to me that no, just because you started a mission didn't mean you had to finish it. Because I was stuck on that bloody stealth mission in the mining museum basement, and when I couldn't do it, I gave up the game for like a year. And Smeagol coaxed me back, and we had a lot of fun with that, up to and including my becoming something of a legend on 2 separate characters in the PvP arenas, and then it became Secret World Legends, and just new. But yeah, this is my my ode to Chris the Cuisinart White. Cherie. Cherie is another one of my D&D group's fucking Pokeball of NPCs. Because they just keep doing this. They fall in love with NPCs, and the next thing you know, they're dragged along on adventures, and I'm like, okay. Most people hate DMPCs. I got like 2 of them. But yeah, no, she was originally the head secretary of the governor of one of the provinces they were in at the time, and our Echo Knight Barnabas kind of fell head over heels for her, and the next thing you know, she is escorting them around Avernus, of all places, and so far she has just been a part of the party because she just kind of got swept up in their wake, and it was a whole thing. Serena. This is another case of I got sucked into a thing, and I did not mean to get sucked into a thing, but I got sucked into a thing regardless. I'm not going to start with starting calamities, thank you very much. I'm taking it easy on myself. Serena. Technically, Telithrinae Dash, she's Chiss, or was in her original iteration. I had her kind of in the background as, like, the only Imperial character I was really enjoying playing on Star Wars The Old Republic. And they needed a kind of a scapegoat for something that one of a friend of mine's characters was getting into. And then she turned up being slightly useful when we needed to pump Imperial intelligence for information. And the next thing you know, the guy who was doing the I'm going to get answers out of you decided, fuck it, we're just going to recruit her. This seems to be the thing. People come up to my characters, whether or not they're meant to be recruitable, and mine, yoink! And then, again, Spiegel's character, for, like, after, like, only a few weeks of knowing each other and hadn't even officially started dating yet, proposed to the woman. That was hilarious, because after a slight pause, 2 words. I quit. It took Command hours to talk her out of it. But yeah, I got an interesting bunch. Yeah, okay, so we'll start. Shot. Archery. Crippling strike, that's the Serena thing. Cherie's still pretty new. I should probably poke around in the settings and get Niv Mizzet. I am confused. Anyway, I need to get through this before I can make the screen a little bit more visible for you guys. They marched over the hills on a dead, dull day. Drowvin. Elmled, wait for me, please! Urk. Oh dear. Spurred by season, by hunger, or by some unknown star, they came to take all they wanted, make ruin of all they reviled. They blew like a terrible wind, full of blades and fire and fearsome noise. Like a storm, like a gale, it seemed they had no purpose but to ravage and raze. But that's not where the story ends. Serena? A few weeks after word of the incursion spreads, there's those abroad who refuse to be shorn down. Think about the kids who dared you to eat that beetle, Zik and Terran and Mootfoot. What would they think, seeing you now? Serena, you around here? Come up quietly. That is, like, literally, 100% Serena. Just shut up and get over here. Big sucker, isn't he? The other one, his bride or his buddy, I'm not sure which, went off into the trees just a bit ago. This one looks fierce. Be careful with how close you get. Yak, guys, are you dead? There's one back here. Cherie? Oh. I guess this is it. Guess it is. Rivalry, friendship, or romance. I'm gonna stick with friendship, because Serena would probably like Chris if she wasn't, like, actively being nudged to work against him. So, like we practiced, right? Heroes flanking attacks deal +2 damage. Darkness. Okay, hang on. First, need to do options, graphics, display mode. That's me, generally speaking. Yeah, that's fine. That's cool. I shouldn't have worried too much about cover then, should I? Might be able to get this little sucker. Splinter Blast, yes. Bisnart lives! Bonus damage. I'll get them to I don't remember why and how I got the Starshot thing on Chris, but I guess it probably is kind of a little bit his thing. Everything's gone quiet. You think there's more? Let's check the camp. Told you it wouldn't be so bad. What's a person made for besides this? If you say so. Don't see much more than scuffed mud and bad food. A brief sifting through the Drauven Drek reveals very little. We definitely did just do that, huh? Those aren't squirrels we swatted. And we're taking it further, aren't we? This is something we could get good at, right? Tromping around, dueling with lizards, saving handsome and lonely bachelors, and maybe winning a little fame and fortune. Okay, this is so much not a thing that Cherie would ever fucking say. No, it's not going to be knife crime. He's wielding a giant fucking axe. To be clear, we're choosing how to die. And I'm with you in the sense I'd rather take a few with me. Okay, Cherie is kind of out of character for where she normally is in D&D, but that's Rena, 100%. One small victory points them down a lifelong harrowing road. And the Drauven who whirled across these lands like scythe winds will find flurry met with flurry, blade with blade. Winter will give way to spring, and willful weather change its temper. Every company of heroes is called by at least one name. A name spoken or spelled in tradition and handed along ever after. These heroes will be known as... Okay. Now I need to think of a halfway decent name. Tornado. You know what? Given that this is... I'm just going to pick it out of the chat. The Living Guild Pact. These are the stories of the Living Guild Pact. Be remembered. Okay, well, we will... Yeah, we're already there. I don't understand why we need to do this. Pick from Legacy. Who have we got? We'll go with Astrid. It's been a while. Astrid is old school. She is from my World of Darkness days, when I used to do chat and forum RP. I kind of went against the WOD's usual tradition of angsty, gritty, grim, dark kinds of characters. And so when I decided to join up with this one spot, this was Just Noctis London set, I decided to go for the most cheerful, sunshiny, pacifistic little twit. supposedly little twit. You could imagine, so Astrid Hawthorne, cultist of ecstasy, sort of subclassed in followers of Pan because she wound up making friends with every fae in a 10-mile radius, which isn't surprising. She was a very good musician as well. She was the one that I came up with a particularly interesting route that doesn't technically hurt anybody, but does cause pain, if you see what I mean. We were having a vampire problem, partially because I think the vampire ST just really took offense to my having a particularly cheerful character and wanted me to be as edgy, grimdark, whatever as everybody else. So my character was basically the group diplomat because, again, everybody else was... They had issues. My character didn't have issues so much. So when she was going to deal with vampires, she had no forces, very little prime, so she couldn't literally do anything like, you know, set them on fire. What she had was mind, time, spirit. What she basically did was set up a route that would trigger on somebody if they tasted her blood. And they would feel as if the blood in their system, in their veins, was set on fire. And they would then feel that same pain every time they tasted any blood for the next 3 months. Do you know what happens to a wad vampire if you starve them for a few months? Do you know what happens to them if you, basically give them the impression they're burning? It was considered the nastiest route both the mage and the vampire STs had ever seen. It was great. Yeah, she acted ditzy, but she was in no way stupid. So, yes, let's see. Long reach is always good. Actually, this makes sense as a passive. Astrid's presence is charged against her foes, dealing 2 true damage to hostile creatures who enter adjacency with her for any reason. Elementalist? Oh, I don't have enough legacy points for her. Oh, well, never mind. We'll go with Nina. Nina was another... weirdly enough, wad mage. She was Dream Speaker. That's right, from New Orleans. She only had a Reet 1, so she couldn't theoretically do much, but it's amazing what you can do with just 1 dot of entropy. Basically, it allows you to have the absolute best of luck with just about anything you want to do. So, you know, you want to sneak up on somebody and cut their throat? Yeah, okay. You want to pick a lock with a pair of knitting needles? You can do that too. So, yeah, my characters basically terrified the ever-loving crap out of a lot of people most of the time. So, okay, we've got another mystic. I'm still not sure how we convince you to join our band of doofuses, but I'll take it. We'll be heading out tomorrow. Meet me at the main road in the morning. Yeah, Nina was a bit of a snarker. The Living Guild Pact. Hope they're not totally incompetent. Okay, we begin. Okay, recruit is prepared now. That's where mountains are impassable. So we'll do a little bit of splitting up. So let's see, we'll have Nina and Chris do the other one. So these 2 will do that way, and you 2 will do that way. Okay. What do you guys got? See how we do with 2. I keep looking at the sky. Wish I could talk to a Morthagi right now. Share a pie. Know what I mean? No. Because then I'd know what kind of pie they like, at least. Gotta be something bad for you. Very oily. Okay, that's actually kind of Cherie. Yeah. But I'm only blowing noise. Yeah, no, I cannot make that noise. It is too late in the evening in my part of the world to make that noise. Oh, this guy! Kotaro! Kotaro! Okay. Are these noises you'd expect Morthagi to make? You know what it sounds like? A domestic quarrel. Yeah? Well, we're a distance off from where they were sighted. These Morthagi, so, still the domestic. Yeah, that's a whole lot of sound effect. Shadow Thing versus Void Cat. Here's a strange argument. Is that what you'd call this? Is it not what you'd call this? I don't know what I'd call it. Watch it! And off they go. Off goes the cat. Shadow Thing is confused, apparently. Hey! Is it sad that his playmate ran away? Did that look like playing to you? I'm saying it didn't to me. Owner's not home. Actually, seems like something happened to them. Or they just simply went elsewhere. Did they leave in the fall, you think? There was a bowl of shriveled blackberries by the door. I'm not imagining it. The thing's depressed. And maybe it is, but we can't actually know why. Well, it doesn't seem to hate us. I'll keep an arrow out, all the same. Just saying, anything that doesn't hate me, I'm going to be pretty excited. Oh wait, look, he came back. Hello, cat. Is it maybe that the cat keeps bothering this thing? I don't know. There's this. Something interesting? A little book. Looks interested. Flip through book. Good when there's a book. Yeah. This one's weird. A journal. Notes. Records of a long thing. A task. Can I try and read some? I'm curious, yeah. So it starts, Day 1. Today I start my dark little spell journal. So it's, yeah, a spell journal. Flipping through, there's lists and drawings, diagrams, but it goes on. I shall here document lucidly and diligently as I may my preparations, my processes, my observations. I do not yet know if, how, and to what effects this spell shall succeed, but I am resolved in my course to see it through. And there's an amendment. See it almost through. The final turn scares me. It's frightening magic we channel! Exclamation point. You're saying the person wrote out Of course not. A cramped indoor hour passes. Day 10. The spell is cast, and yet today he languishes, same as yesterday. Sleeps and raises his eyes blearily like a cat 9 times his age. Her voice lends an oddly bright music to the writer's unstylish lines. Day 34. I grow sure. Small signs that seemed like delusions at first, manufactured meanings, sprouted of a man's hope-wild imagination, they are like letters retraced, becoming starker, clearer. Things are changing. Herb dust, the seeped-in smoke of incense, books and their book covers, the tired beams of rosewood. These soft old cottage smells combine. Blanket weight, the mulled odor sinks around their shoulders. growing especially comfortable in this place and time, like winter warmth. Last entry. Noticing the writer likes to doodle makes me feel sorrier, but here it is. Day 62. My brain's become a fiddle string. As vibrating, focused, lonesome as that, my mind narrows, and every thought is a pressed note along that stingling single strand. A solitary stem, from which not every sound or contemplation I would once have easily produced, may now flower. Someone likes metaphors. Perhaps old age would have always been like this, at least shy. Shy continues to mend. For the first time today, he ate with gusto. The whole herring I brought him. I've gone back in my old diaries to check. It's been just over 2 years. And as I've noted previously, it's this extended span of smallish changes I find most heartening. The pattern and pace speak to me of momentum, a steady motion that may carry forward far into the future, if never near forever. I find myself fearing the end, but fear, too, is a new darling of mine. Mortal fear, fresh and clear and bright. It confirms for me that the world keeps its bargains. He strengthens as I waste down. This fate is what I wrought for myself, and for him. Let's not be sad. And though it appears the tweaks I made failed, I think of that midnight orchid I so arduously hunted and harvested, so carefully separated, that those efforts have done nothing to mitigate, or I'm sure that should be smooth out the transfer of my years. Let's not get down about it. I have to believe you meant smooth out. Oh yeah, misread that. Smooth out I am quite free of any regrets. Gratitude is what I feel. If you are reading this, believe me, mostly I am grateful. Now I wish to say, if you see Shy around, chase him off. That cat will live 1,000 years. I don't know where he'll go, but don't let him waste his new life here. For here I will soon be bound. To what extent I shall eventually diminish, it seems hard to guess. I suspect I shall be nothing but a shadow soon. Lightless, thoughtless, meaningless, and without memory. A shade. May you live long, dear reader, never needing to learn the lengths you go to save the ones you love. That must be what's left of him. He signs his name, Zygian Sedge, foolish warlock of Lankmeadow. Then this shadow thing is what's left of him? Seems like. Yeah, well, might as well do what the guy wanted. Cat. Lead away, cat. But it's not the peace he's earned, us just leaving him alone. Alone like this. Having this joyless, almost life? Forever? Yeah, but what's... Burn it, I think, is what he wants. You think burn it? The journal? I'd burn it. Setting fire to a book is never as easy as it sounds, but Cherie gets the oven hot enough. Page corners catch, and the flames start to eat. And when the heat is high, with a kind of hunger, the shadow leaps, joins the black river, flowing into a wide and already smoke-dark sky. A little later, here's the cleft hill. Means it's danger time. Is this the cleft one? You don't think this one's cleft enough? Cat. Well, Cherie has a displacer beast. This'll do. We'll get you some fish when the battle's done. And that is the story of how Cherie met Shy. They'd go together wherever thereafter they went. will introduce in preparation. Done. And can't actually do anything with you. Ah, actually no, there's... No, that's gonna bring living hell out of her. So I probably don't want to do that. So I will back up into this corner and I will wait. Yeah, go away. Well, that's a good place for Silk Step, I think. Ha! Go away. Oh, there's gotta be more. We flank. Actually, North? Okay. There's still more of the damn things. Ah, there we go. Bye. That's fair enough. Chris gets the armor. We really hit our stride. We're like a well-oiled machine. Like the ones you just beat the ever-living snot out of, yeah. Oh, what? Too soon? Calamities. Hello. Catalog everything. Well, let's see what Chris and Nina are up to. Nina and Chris fell in love? Dear gods. Like, in no time at all. What the hell is this? Because the last romance Nina Gordon had, the original was far more of a dipshit, let's put it that way. And yet, the shrine's been a place of meditation and even worship to us woodfolk for 6 generations at least. It's up this way. See how the feet of our mothers and fathers made the path deep? I'll stand by you. My spear's solid. Nina, that lady saying something crazy? I'm what they call hill-hardy. Tough. She wants to fight next to us. Tell her not to, or she will. And you know, my wife Amthera breads our table. Down this path, I hack away the bleach briar. By evening, let's bring a good woman some good news. The woods whistle where they stand. The wind climbs and falls. We'll bring her along, why not? If I do die, one of you has to marry my wife. Yeah. Your name's what? No, it's Uren. Uren Fear. Bird chirps bounce off trunks. Uren Fear. Is the name of this life we've taken up in our hands? Let's try and put it back where it belongs afterwards. They lead the woodswoman towards a beckoning battle. Lizard dudes. saw. That way and see what's what. Oh. I wonder what happens if a temporary here. Temporary NPC does nothing. Really, he's not a very good shot. Fine. Bye-bye. So we're just going to hit. With some cover, but hey. I'm gonna get this NPC killed in this fight. I'm not getting my my shadow buddy either. Ha! Thank you. Oh no, there we go. Hi. Wand. Shiny new wand. Thank you. Thorn Strand of Veracity. They come up with some kind of nifty names. Alright. Okay, is that the end of you guys? Yes, that is the end of you guys. And the NPC survived! Salvage the shield, because Chris got his nice big chunky double axe. So, well, he's also got his shooting star hand. So, an old shrine keeper's cottage stands oddly whole. The touch of quiet that comes now upon this hilltop feels like the exhaling of wrinkled, persisting people. We weren't gonna let a married woman die. We're nice. That wasn't poorly fought. I should probably smile? I don't know, sorry. My wife, I need to see her. The hike proves long. Night will reach them before they reach the door. Yoren's chilled expression gradually warms, but her eyes tend lower. Here, down where I've cut back the bleach briar, see? Among the trees, the wood house glows. Inside is a happy hall. Now that the forest shrine, our entire woodland, once again will walk freely and safely and warm. We fought, myself included. I fought and won! Dried, fragrant mosses are pinned to the rafters. And oh, I only wish you'd seen it. Zephyr quick, I ran one through. Swisher swift, I pierced another. I don't remember it that way. A humble feast happens there, and a trading of life tales. Nina can tell a story. Even if she makes it dark, it comes out funny. So night takes its time to dwindle. Bits of the meal are picked over, dregs and cups are drained. And in the quiet that comes over them, Amthera, Yoren's wife, clears her throat. I hope I'm okay saying this. I'm going to say it. It's all a lot of... I understand what you do. both of you. It's a sacrifice you make that I don't think probably no one ever fully repays, right? I know that it's selfish, and I'm proud of you, Yoren, my hero wife. I am thankful, and I know that you deserve whatever chance you want, but I'm not sure if I can, Amthera, I'm not joining them. You're not? No, you wonderful, considerate woman, listen! Let's give him my grandma's old weapon. But that's... Better give him something if you want them to leave me alone. I'll fetch it down. The gift Yoren and Amthera will give them is a rare piece with a history of its own. Let her alone? Ha! Fall will come, and life in this wooded place will once more turn towards happiness. Damage is the same. Stun on stunt, not bad. And I couldn't just take it apart, really. So, hammer! We investigate thoroughly. A thorough delving through the mysteries of Calic Folly has proven rewarding. There's always something we can use. Does that just mean we're desperate? Calic Folly will return to the hands of the common folk. While they tend it, the site will provide resources at the end of each chapter. Hides, ingots, and spell threads. Brooch of Courage. Give that one to Nina. She's a little under geared. So we're saving that one thus far. So you go there. Secure site completed. And this is Slack Store Shrine. More resources, heartwoods and spell threads, not bad. Serena Dash gets dodge. All the dodge! The whole point is not to be there when things are attempting to hit you. Okay, Gale Wild has been discovered. Oh wait. Maybe let's actually press fight. Fight is good. I think I remember this. Hello? Russell, Russell? Empty. Green person. The gold and green are king and queen. They will outlast autumn's dragon temper. Okay. You're one of those people who's always overpiled with thoughts, but who so rarely knows how to share them. Truly so insightful. Oh dear God, somebody's actually trying this with Serena. Dear gods, no. You remind me of my little sister. Ah, you poor woman. You probably smell weird. Back off. I was bothered. I was bothered before. Then I walked up on this place and I still don't know. There's a lot of heavy things. Sometimes I start hoarding them up, refusing to share them. I know I do it. I've been doing that lately. Now I know why your eyes look so full and lonely. I rove around these parts, to look at the moss, bend down to look at the clover, to run my fingers through the moss and clover, to smell the damp earth and stones. Washing your hands in the moss and clover can clean away the hurt, the guilt, and worry. You seem convinced, but... Anyway, not stopping here, so see you around, maybe. Don't know why you would give me this. It's a small thing. Only a small sweet thing. I learned to weave them for my sister. That a dauntless, heart-hiding woman like you might benefit from it. Think of it as an honor for me who made it. Cherie waits for Serena, readying for a battle at Mad May Tannery. Well, thanks. Can't promise I'll wear it all the time, but thank you. It's a gift, so regardless. It's nice meeting the good people, and it's sad also. You hope they remember who they are up to the end. You hope the moss reminds them. Sir, you are a dork. Yeah, that's more for a mage, and we're going to salvage that. I'd have given it to Cherie if I could, but I can't, so... And nerds. Okay, so if I cannot introduce from there. If I introduce from here... Okay, you open the door and let the people in. Great. Fantastic. Wonderful. Ha! Gotcha. And I have another shot now. Yay! I forgot I had the water bow on her. There. I think they're behind the... Yeah, there we go. How far can I get? I'll stick over here just in case Cherie doesn't get him. Interfuse. Shackle. Barrage. That's good. Winter Blast is ready. Gotcha! Bye! Yeah, oh, sorry, that's getting salvaged too. I like my bow that if I get a stunt, I get an extra attack. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Okay, so we'll secure the tannery, we catalog everything, and on we go. Ah. Featherless flight, huh? Holding on? Yeah. At least it's not a Zeppelin, Smeagol. Above the grassy stretches of Thunder Opens rise barren bluffs crowned with wind-shorn rocks. Arid and unlivable, they nonetheless make attractive vantage points from which to view the land. Ugh. Shifty winds. Guess the old trail warden was right about something. Hey, you feel your skin cracking? Huh? Oh. Over here, there's a body. It's a creature's crumpled remains, resting in the shade between boulders. The bones are maggot clean. Wow. That what I think it is? A drow. Guessing she wasn't an experienced flyer. Didn't know how to handle the gusts. Paid for it pretty bad, too. Broke her legs. Dragged herself a little ways. At least the wings survived. Raises the question, though. Think there's more of those pesks and buzzards soaring these skies? Actually, I think this confirms there aren't. Think, if there were others, this one would have been found. I could have found her and left her. One of their winged knights. I don't have scales and a lizard nose, maybe, but I do know Drauven are big on things like rank. and honor and all that stuff. Even their worst flyer wouldn't be denied a hero's rights. It's in a moment of quiet that the dirt at their feet begins to swirl. The breeze picks up. It's a short but powerful gust, whipping and wailing among the peak stones. And making the bones rattle again. Okay! And then, abruptly, it dies down. They rub away the dust that covers their eyes and look around. Wind's telling us to scram, I guess. Yeah. You know, with how I've been rationing food out here, I bet I could probably fly. What do we think? Dragon wings for Chris? Let's give him dragon wings. Why not? Not like these old bones will be needing them for anything. Carefully, they loosen the straps that tie the wings to their wearer. Oop! Sorry, skeleton! Used to think these things were real. What are they actually? Wood and hide? Wait, you thought they were real? It's a few jostled bones later. They're able to pull the flight harness free. So, who's trying them out? You know who they look perfect on? Actually, no. Nina's gonna fucking fly. They returned the way they came, reaching the Trail Warden's camp by nightfall. You came back with wings! Got blown around by the wind, but survived. Okay, Prairie Outpost. Hide and fabric, I think. Mad May Tannery will return to the hands of common folk. Resources at the end of the chapter. Hides. Serena doesn't have knee pads. Serena will have knee pads now. Drowvin may ambush. I don't care. I think these two can cope with just about anything. And these two can build a bridge. And they managed to get through without getting ambushed. What do you know? Noises. That's a lot of noises and a lot of wind. We keep having the wind thing. That seems to be the theme right now. And owl noises. Okay, that was really an owl that time. Had to be. Your impression sounds more realistic. Gusts rise against them in cold complaint. And the quiet between gusts is gnawed at by night things. The wind. Yeah. Why'd we come alone? Kinda dumb, huh? It's just dark. It's cold. Yeah, it's a little cold, huh? You good now? Nah, but at least if I die, you'll be sad. That's a comfort. Yeah, courage and cunning. Suddenly kind of having fun. Yeah, I guess can't be helped. Flanking attacks and damage and potency for 3 turns. There's a lot of you little boogers. Okay, well, let's open up that door and see what comes. Hey, jackass, I have Fur Shot. Nah, 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 nah. Okay. Interfuse. Barrage. There's still that little bugger. Ah! Again, I keep forgetting. Shuri has aura of haha, fuck you. No. Right. that Thunder Blast. And you... Door there, right? There's a door there. Open it up. Ah, so that room's empty, and that was a waste of time. Ah, Through Shot will be my friend again. No, wait. Interface, right. Barrage. Huzzah. Okay. Oh, you couldn't move very far. Crippling shot. Yay. Da 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 da. Leveled up. What do we got? Ah, I can upgrade Indignance. Indignance has been useful. Oh, we're salvaging you. I do not need a shield. Thanks. In a gorge not far from the scene of battle, Serena and Cherie pick and pry through the remnants of a hastily abandoned Drowvin camp. Why are we here again? To look? Shh! Hear that? With cautious steps, they tread further into the gorge to discover... it's... people? Sorry, think you could, It's quick work for Cherie to shatter the wooden bars. Serena steps carefully around the rubble as the stranger climbs to her feet. Though her knees wobble at first, her mind is lucid. Name's Marcin Frostbrun, from over those hills. Learned how to knock an arrow same year I learned my letters. Must have a story to tell, right? About how you landed in Drowvin jail. It was, let's see, 13 nights ago? Drowvin set up upon the Sid Ranch land. They were decent enough people, though I didn't actually know them well. Just enough to say hello if we met at the market. I was only there that day because I wanted some eggs, and the ranch was the closest place. I was surrounded before I could draw my bow. Not sure what became of the ranchers. That was it, I thought. Never expected they'd take me alive. Wonder what they wanted with a hostage. Sacrifice was my best guess, though I'm unfamiliar with their rituals. Yeah. Guess I should ask, what do you mean to do now? I could recruit her. I could recruit her. Don't have another ranger. Oh, why not? Not a bad idea banding together. If you need anything, you can ask Cherie. With warm stew settling in their bellies, Serena gives a succinct account, they've misspelled succinct, account of their adventures. Cherie never misses a chance to inject a humorous aside. The Living Guild Pact? It's, different. Okay. We will find an item. And for you, we can add Serena. Get that bridge built a little faster. Oop. I'll cancel the calamities, why not? Off we go. Ah! Cherie rouses Serena for a mysterious journey. Opportunity, huh? Serena slept unsoundly. The night that poured through the window was colder than anticipated. But then there was also snoring, apparently. Serena... What? Wake up, Serena. We have somewhere to go. Why? Where? What time is it? Time to be on the road. I'm sorry for the rush. Anyway, grab your gear. My gear? So in the middle of the night they went, where only Cherie knew, because she would entirely do that. Now you guys can head on out. Okay, actually, tell a lie, so we can have Chris go along as well, so we have a balanced party. Okay. Those mountains. Journey ends there, I hope. It's been a long trek. The campfires have been mostly quiet. When she has spoken of their destination, Cherie has kept her descriptions sparse. She's mentioned a cave and a pool of water. Gazing into the pool is supposed to give you some kind of, I don't know, a revelation. The cloud of her past has settled on her forehead, shadowy, constant. I wish you wouldn't over-explain. You know when you wake up and you can't remember what you ate yesterday? A lot of my life's like that. They climb down rocks, through dust-blown gorges, and discover the hidden mouth of a cave. But what are you hoping to find in there? We'll go with pain I've lived with, can't explain, I want to know why. Pain? Regrets, maybe? I've got those myself. Maybe. They come upon the pool, not far inside, but there's someone standing before it. Cherie, I'm Nan. Good to meet you. You know my name. Since you were a child, I've watched your progress. I knew we were destined to meet one day. Watched her? Sounds dull. I've heard this called the Pool of Visions. You've heard wrong. In fact, it's the Pool of Revisions. Here, you can see what would have happened if you were to change one decision in your life. What? It's like a window of regrets, then. So people can use it to look into the past? The conditional past. It's a different tense entirely. In any case, you may only look once, and only after you defeated the challenge. And the challenge is what? In my youth, I was greedy, strong. I sought to slay the god-beast, Moatona, to show my might. Rather than end me, she saved my soul, gave my life its purpose. Don't hold back. I am charged to test you. If you're sure. Raise your guard. We won't go easy. And the mighty. Sentinel mode. He's right behind and bye. I think you can stay approximately where you are. This. Wild grass. I mean, yoink. Bonk. And knocked back. I think this might wind up being far too easy. More wild grass. Joink! Far too easy, but kinda awesome all the same. The final blow leaves the warrior Nan dazed and weaponless. She falls to a knee. I'm afraid we're tougher than we look. You've beaten me fairly and proven your worth as warriors. Take your one look into the Pool of Revisions. However, you should know that while you can see what would have been, you can never change what was. Cherie steps forward as Nan steps back. She leans into the glimmering blue waters. The smell of damp minerals and cave moss fills her nose. Gazing into the pool, she sees nothing but the bottom. Until she sees herself almost as she is now, out of time and place, in a place she hasn't quite forgotten. She can't remember what happened here, but there's a knife inside her, a sense of real hurt. She's speaking to someone. And the word comes to her in a flash. Brother? Her brother is preparing to go on a journey. They argue, and he turns away. Suddenly, she feels the ache of watching him go, realizes he never came home again, though she waited years. I let him leave. But in this vision, Cherie follows and convinces him to stay. Their lives after that go on in whatever small village this was. Neither of them leave home, and they live wondering what they might have been if they'd made bolder choices. She stands. The memory in the pool fades. Waterlight dances on the dark cave roof. You never told me about your brother. I suppose I was trying to forget. I don't even recall where we lived or how we... or what we... I think that he must have died somewhere, far from home. And I must have left after that and buried my memories. Then today, in a sense, you got your brother back. Before they go, Serena takes her own glance into what might have been. Chris, too, decides to have a look. And then they file out, quiet eyes and thundering thoughts. And one legacy point. And upgrades. Luxury chai swipes as well. Okay. That probably means that we can locate Badigan Keep. Actually, no, we'll wait until our new individual is finished finding things, and then we'll have a full party of 5. Huzzah! Definitely not. Nope, nope, nope. Salvage. Salvage that line. Bracelet of chivalry. Armor. Actually, no. We'll give that to Marcin. And now we can scout all 5 of us. Supple Falcon Maples, huh? Final fight of the chapter. I think we're as ready as we're ever gonna get, and I still don't know what the fuck those wings do. A village used to thrive at Supple Falcon Maples. Now a ruined tower is all that remains. The slaughter here was swift and sweeping, but the winds have begun to blow back this way. That's some unhappy looking Drowvin. Hello! We're here to kill you now! Hi, hi! Your shot is good. Okay, there's a lot of you. Hello! Hello. I now see one of you. Oops. Bye. Oh. Now my mages are at the front. Fuck. Nope, that's not good. Okay. Lover's vengeance. Well, that's something anyway. And if I move to there, I can free shot this bitch. Bye! Where's best for me to go? Thank you for stopping shooting at my friend. Okay. So now if I move you over to kind of here. Oh good, dodged. Ooh, okay, you look unpleasant. Lepic. Right? Interfuse right now. Okay. Well done. It's got some cover. Oh great, it's another one of these little fuckers. Okay, none of this is good at all. Okay. Oh, and I can through shot. Great. Go away. I'm gonna find some cover now. Bye. I'm honest to God just gonna have to wait because otherwise I'm gonna hit the ever living hell out of the turn for this character. You, however, you can do things here. Okay, can you like stop hitting Serena? No, thank you very much. Apparently, yes, you can. You mess with Chris's friends and and you should cover. Fantastic. Block the immediate way because I don't know. I can't interfuse anything. Draw. I'm going to stay well back. Wait, is there another? Oh, there's probably more shit going on out there. Ah, nope. Whew, okay. The potency rather than the... No, we're salvaging. Thank you very much. With the death of their leader, the ragged ranks of Drauven scatter. Guess they had somewhere to be. Thought they all had an appointment with my crusher. Must be urgent then. They camped by a well near the edge of the burnt and broken village. And from that spring into summer and years on, a well-earned peace will reign. 10 years of peace follow. Next. We have undermined the enemy's plans, huzzah! During the years of peace, Cherie noticed that the school at Qualatusbury had fallen into disrepair during all the conflict. Okay, that's typical Cherie. So she passed a summer helping to rebuild it. When Serena came down with a case of thistlethroat, Cherie would come by to wash blankets and handle the soup pot. You're not putting whiskey in there again. How's it going to be medicinal otherwise? For a good stretch of his youth, Chris had made a habit of collecting loose nails and tacks, keeping them in a pouch by his side. One summer morning, out of the blue, he entrusted his whole collection to a local kid. It just got too big for me. Just Chris collecting loose nails. Hey, singing nest veins up and running again. It's symbolic, you know, of bread. Well, sure, that, or maybe I'm just hungry. No, I want him to have the hammer. Thank you very much. Okay, who can I upgrade? Who do I want to upgrade? Let's see. Probably best to upgrade you, because your weapon's a little unfortunate. Frankly, so is your gear. Up. I'll keep the trap for the time being. And Serena's getting a proper upgrade. Ta-da! Okay, if there's anything else we can upgrade while we're here. Okay, next. Still hope for an early start. Don't feel pressured, though. Tents rolled, breakfast is done, eat and we can go. Good. Been a while since I've had to batter anything's head. That wasn't a threat! I'm talking about the Drauven! Eventually! Things have turned, predictably, back towards conflict. The Drauven problem was hoped to be, never quite believed to be, fully solved. I'm just anxious is all. What no one expected, ho there, was that the Earth itself would get involved. Wait, Chris, I feel it. Earth shakes have been increasingly common, now almost once a day, since winter, upsetting things as small as sand piles, large as mountaintops. Rickety houses fold in many towns and territories. Whoop! The company will follow the force of the tremors to their suspected center, likely to destroy whatever is causing them. You two, okay? All monster groups will draw an extra monster card in every battle. Right. Ooh, we have a new recruitment opportunity. Okay, so, well, we'll get, you two will go and recruit. The remainder scout here. Oop. I'll dismiss for now. So you can pick from legacy. Who do I want? I need a warrior, so I'll go for L. L also has a story. L's another one from the chat and forum WOD games, but she was a werewolf. Technically, her name she was a werewolf. One of the ones that lives urban and pretty much homeless. But she was born as a wolf in the wolf sanctuary up in Bedfordshire. Was a little bit confused when she went to sort of human-shaped-ish. Her name technically was a female runt of litter, specifically Little Bitch, or LB. Sharp was picked as a surname for Tooth and Claw. But I liked her. I didn't get to play her enough. Unfortunately, the place kinda... It kind of collapsed after. Okay, so there we go. Shall recruit you. I came to town looking for someone to help against the Drauven, and folks invariably told me to go talk to Elle. Well, you found her. You've got quite the reputation around here. They call you the rabble-rouser of Qualotusbury. Not my fault the rabble is so easily roused. My point is, if you've got any kind of edge in battle, we could use another brawler on the field. How convenient. I was just thinking I could use a change of scenery. Give me a day or two to get my things in order, and then I'll head out with you. Okay. Okay, you guys are going to prepare the recruit. You guys... I don't know, we're just going to assault. Off we go! Hey, I got a splinter. You say you got a splinter? Hmm? Oh, said I got a splinter. You... I'm not gonna keep reading this. Yeah, please, everyone should hear this. I got a... what looks like a... I got a mean splinter. See? Sliding past an elm. Taken out plenty of my own before. How deep? Yep, this is exactly who we are. Wow, that's some splinter. The more I look at it, the deeper in it seems to wriggle. Oh, let's attempt to help. This won't hurt a bit. Bullshit. Ow! Whoops, but here it comes. Painless and easy. Enough! Got it. Cherie holds a long, wet wood filament up to the light. Alright, that's no joke. Cherie slips it into a corded pouch, places it in Marcienne's hands. Your blood's a bad thing to leave lying around. And with that, they carry on to Stumphenge. Stumphenge? Some of the names this thing generates are hilarious. Okay. I hate those little fuckers. Okay. You get taken out first. Hey, son. Okay. Yeah, you're just still too far away. But that does also mean you're too far away to do anything to me. Okay. You're getting annoying. Bye! Oh, goody, more of you. Okay, fine. I'm going to move to where there is cover. To a point. And I'm going to shoot at you. Bye! Yoink! When you're close enough to shoot it, you know I cannot. So I'm just gonna silk step on over there. Okay. Cowering. And withdraw you, because you're not going to be able to... No. I'm going to withdraw you, because you're not going to be help. Over there. There's nothing I can actually do from there, so... I don't like slow. You know I don't like slow. I might consider tree form one day, but I like, you know me. I am the sniper rifle. I like quick and deadly. Ooh, bows no longer have a minimum range. Want bracelets of attunement. Let's give them to Shirley. Got the thing. Find an item. And on we go. And I'm going to swap teams around in a minute, so we'll let them finish their searching. I've actually got a balanced couple of squads now. Ingots, spell threads, Talisman of Courage. Let's give that to Elle. Elle hasn't really got anything particularly fun, so let's see. Cloud Plane. I'll have some people scout, so... And... Marcin. And the remainder will go over there. There appear to be tracks of some kind, though can't tell how old. Drauven, I'd think. You'd probably know better than me. I'm not much of a tracker. Rocky hills drift like huge buffalo, crossing the wide flatlands that characterize this region. Once there was a village here. Now only shadows, dust, and fir trees. Those should probably be 2 words. Full-on Eldar gimmicks. Well, you know, you want to be a blunderbuss, you go right ahead. I hear an animal. Shh. That come from your side? A keening sound. Something in pain. Yeah. Probably good to approach slow, Chris slips quiet through the fragrant autumn trees. He's led by the dried-out, raspy wail of a wounded thing that's well past hope. And so he happens upon it, who is by blood and story its foe. The small Drauven male crouches by tumbled stones, injured. He slung himself down with his burdens. Attending to nothing in the world, he sings his pain. Little drow? Something broken? I know, but calm down. I won't attack you. Calling me names? It's fine. I'm used to it. The drowling bellows loud as it can, failing to rattle the branches or even bend the grass. No heeding thing would quail. You're a little small to be threatening me, you know? Chris, what's the... Oh. Drow spawn. Is that the word? He's a young kid. Bigger than a hatchling, but not by much. This is when I wish we'd ever managed to learn a common language. Establish a common language. You have to wonder whether that would do any good. This is probably a slightly awkward time to mention it, but I did find prints going towards our camp. Is that how it is? Pretty clever. I don't know that them finding our camp is all that bad, but still. The young drow cowers but can't go far. Could have got lost. Could have fallen a ways. Down one of these cliffs. Broke a shoulder. The sun sinks and a chill seeps off the dead stones. Leave it for its own to find. Well, let's see how Chris's luck goes. Stay here for the night? I think someone should. Let Marcin do it. I find her a lot more expendable. I appreciate the sentiment, darling. At least you two are having fun. Anyway, it's still a risk. Yeah. Yeah, it's a... probably you'd say an unnecessary risk. I'm sorry for being stubborn, but... Oh, and also, sorry, one of you has to record the day for me. The survey book's in my big bag. In the tent. Probably in the little thing on the side, the pocket. Sorry, I actually just had this idea. How about Chris and I both stay? Marcin, you go back. We'll stay and get mauled out here together. But that's pretty romantic of me, right? A tandem mauling? Yeah, Nina had this exact same kind of snark. And frankly, that's kind of what Chris is into, if Miche is any evidence. So then it's decided. Good. A few more furrows of the brow, a few more breaths, and the plan is set. Marcin takes the trail towards camp. Hope it goes all right, for what that's worth. And as the colors deepen, Nina and Chris fall into a quiet way. Not a clear night we've got coming. They've all been cold nights recently. Scant stars sprout as twilight turns to dark. The silent moon is dragged past in a tangle of clouds. Can I ask, though? Why are you helping him? You can't say he reminds me of yourself at that age. I'm not buying that. Tanaxir. Igrogya. I can't tell you absolutely why. Sorry. But it's because I'm also not wholly sure. There's a basic compassion, I think, that we owe to the world. Beyond that, I mean, I know it's weird, trust me. But part of me, my favorite thing, is surprising people with a soft touch. Just plain old niceness, you know? Whenever you talk about owing things to the world, I get a little scared. Hey, Nina, don't worry. You'll be first, as long as you want to be. Marcin comes after dawn. Chris and Nina are alone. It ended fine. I don't want to really say a whole lot more than I'll say it. Nina saved my life. Chris makes brief account of the night's troubles. He tried with food, with water, with coaxing voice, but he was unable to establish trust. Here, I'll just slowly... Rogya! Darag! Maybe Marcin's right. There must be something wrong with my face. Eventually, he grew resigned. Hey, Chris! All I was thinking about was my own failure, but Nina spotted them, shapes in the dark. Dek Draufensorek? I'm just naturally a bit, watchful, especially when you're around and I'm watching for both of us. It was a search party. It was probably what stopped us all from killing each other. They bundled him away. I don't know. Sorry. Yeah, I'm not going to try to pronounce all that. It's late. Or early. Whatever. I don't know if it was the fact there were two of us, or just that they got what they came for, but they left then. Lucky for us, and lucky for them. Maybe it was my plain old niceness. Finally won them over. The wind groans in the trees. The light rises. You won't say anything? Oh, you want me to? Okay. Anything. Chris just got a bit of a charisma boost. Good on him. Okay, let's go. Hide and fabric. Let's go about this, shall we? Ooh. Okay. Combat. They hike a mulchy hill above Fern Mind, making their final approach. The trees here actually look younger than the wider woods. Kinda odd. What's my body feeling? Laziness? Tiredness? I'm cold inside. Cold. Should I say something? Elle's leading the way, and it's she who spots the warm glow ahead. Did it flicker to life just now? Or maybe it'd only been hiding behind trunks. It's an otherwise quiet place. Drowin... back. Let's go back. I missed something. Oh no, I guess I didn't. Oop, shit. There we go. Okay, there we go. Next, right. It's an otherwise quiet place. Drowin must have a reason for gathering here. They're not like me, or you. We'll let you ask them, though, if you're so anxious to understand. Stop chatting. Looks like a campfire up ahead. Lone traveler? Or a trick? Probably some killer. Or, no, this isn't it. Isn't it? A gout of flame swirls amid these saber rocks. Silent, bright, and smokeless. It's not a place to hang your kettle. It's not for anyone's purpose. I wonder why it's not hot. Not hot! It's blistering! I feel it. Elle, you okay? Do you hear stories? Or is it just my mind that hears them? Elle moves nearer to the spiraling inferno, apparently unscorched. Elle? My blood, my heart, is beating. I remember one tall story. It's brief. It's for children. In early days, the sky's back was not so stiff. She bent and saw a handsome gray squirrel who climbed to the top of a redwood. Elle, you're getting really close. This squirrel, he chatted to her blithely, how he relished her stars and the autumn wind, took comfort when she cast her cloudy hair. He thanked her for letting the sun thread through it. Like all squirrels, he was a flattering rogue. The young sky loved him. Why wouldn't she? So when she watched him plant his forests and watched the trees grow tall where he placed them, the sky thought to impress him by planting her own. A lightning arm she gently lowered, and a great tree of scarlet was born. But it was a greedy tree. It grew and grew, and grew so large it consumed the forest the squirrel had planted. And without time for a word, words took much longer to say in those days, it swallowed the squirrel's body too. So the sky conjured water to wrestle down her tree of flame, and the first rain fell. And ever after she would rain upon the world, cautious of the mighty power that burnt away the life of her unfortunate squirrel. That's the story I remember. And this place remembers. It's a piece of here. Something left behind. What's that mean? Stories of fire. You don't hear them? They leap and lick at my imagination. At this altar once, people would gather and tell them. But they're dead now. Those people are dead. The flame somehow endures. Elle, come away. You should be burning. How are you not? Listen, I'm going to let it touch me. Well, it's not Elle's usual thing, but why not? Wait, don't just Elle. No! She leans close and lets the fire climb her wrist. It's all right. It'll be all right. She stands unharmed as the flames file up her arm, orderly as ants. But then... Ah! A sudden mass of fire wreathes Elle's body. Just as it seems the whirling flames will devour her, they retreat into their coals. Elle stumbles back a few steps. What in... Are you... Does that hurt? No, not really. Just kind of warm. Actually, being blunt, I feel amazing. I feel full of fire. Hawk calls are answered by shrill keening among the trees, not far off. Someone's eager to burn. Figure things out if we survive. Okay. Goodbye. What? Or I could just step up to him and, like... Yeah, okay, that works. And here they come. Yeah, go right ahead and try to shoot through a fucking wall. Bravo. Brilliant. I'm gonna be doing much the same. Okay, interfuse. Barrage the ever-loving fuck out of you guys. Goodbye. Oh, there we go. And yes, my former werewolf is now a flamethrower. Bonus damage, bonus damage. Serena's gonna get some bonus damage, I think. The dust settles. The air smells acrid and burnt. You can control that thing, I hope. Disarm? Yeah. Elle, quick summary might be good. What's happened to you? Alright, so I really did hear something, right? Whatever presence was there in the altar, the flames. It spoke in me more than to me, like the chorus of my primal ancestry. I heard them offer stories to the altar. Kvawn of the Summer, the Queen of Embers, the Sun Thief, and the Empire of Ashes, or softer stories like that little yarn about the sky and the Tree of Fire. I heard them, these flame keepers. People who drove their herds and built their shelters here, who poured out their mysteries by this altar they must have carved, and you likely won't understand, but I found something I was missing before. That's kind of just what it is. Well, I don't know what I can say. It'll be kind of tricky to explain, but you don't seem too concerned. Is she scared? Guess this is pretty weird to deal with. How about you, Serena? Any comments? You do your own thing. I'm fine with that. More Drauven huzzas. Well, let's fix up for mine, shall we? Items. We have time for items. And since you guys aren't actually doing much of anything, we'll see what your opportunity is. Nina. Good to be alone again. No questions. No awkward lies. Dear Chris. Oh. Nina? This is a normal meeting between two normal people, and I love you. Right, well, I thought we were going for a midnight drink. We had plans, didn't we? Oh, sure, I mean, I'd like to, but you'd rather slink surreptitiously out of town, whispering dark things and emitting eldritch giggles. Where are you going? You want to come with me. Unless you really don't want me to. No, fine, come along. Bring a friend if you wish. I'm only warning you, this might get dark. No, who's the other person who's not doing anything? Marcin. Right, off we go. Often they traveled in the night. The moon was new, stars far away, and the darkness deep. What you don't realize when you're a kid is that there's no such thing as evil. There's just the things people don't like you to do, for one reason or another. Is that right? Now, granted, it's often very good reasons, logical ones. Alright, but you do respect those reasons, don't you? Yes. You struggle with tangled ideas, I know. Nina finds a path in the dark, up the side of an old, weather-blasted hill, where an ancient altar waits. Nina removes a small effigy from her pack. And, okay, what's that hideous doll about? The effigy looks like an amalgamation of all the foes they've ever brought down. She slides it into the altar's higher compartment. Nina, what is that? Made it from monster parts. All kinds. Monster parts. Okay, this is hilarious because Nina, as a dream speaker, her method of working was basically based on Voodoo, Santeria, stuff like that. So making that kind of monster parts effigy is just so something she would do, and I'm living for it. Sure, some fine specimens too. The trick is to take pieces reminiscent of the original body, but obscure enough not to be reminded of who they were. So now the spell just needs blood. Yeah, I'm not stabbing Chris for this. If I'm gonna bleed, I'm gonna bleed. There are no truly demonic presences such spells may call on, because demon was always an ill-born term for the lostlings. She squeezes blood onto the small abomination. Nothing's happening. How strange. And then something does! Hello. You are very big, sir. And there's just one shot at it. Okay! And leveled up. Nina and Marcin are now rivals. Okay. We'll upgrade Untouchable. Why not? Salvage you, because I'm not going to use you. That wasn't quite what I was expecting. What was it? Dunno, some kind of leech lord launched from the ravenous flaming maw of Netherflare? But that's just a guess. A great black gust rushes up. Ah, but this is promising. A second gout of fire engulfs the altar as a disembodied voice howls. That's a kind of noise. I am the sadness of infinite suffering made manifest. I don't remember this one, so the only words I have now... I have two questions, in point of fact. First is what? Second is the fuck, and I think that covers it. Gaze upon me and be immolated in despair. It's only about that big. This is that was that Buffy episode. Don't taunt the fear demon. It's tacky. Are you the lost living Biznix? Yep. Hey guys. Ready to do some evil? The next day. Hey Nina. I don't care. Blood conjuring. What a bust. I am the sadness of infinite suffering made manifest. But I don't see why that means I have to be alone. Aww. Poor Biznick. Airlift. Why not? Okay, so what do we got? You guys are still doing the thing. We'll scout you. Let's go. Ah, site secured. Apparently we found interesting bits of information because Serena didn't want to go anywhere. Ingots 2. Knee pads. Stunt chance. Actually, we'll replace her knee pads. Stunt chance. Much better knee pads. And off we go. This goes a lot faster when I divide up into teams. It took me a long time to think about to think of that. I would tell you how beautiful you look by firelight, but any light is lucky to land on you. Really? The mosquitoes land on me in herds. I'm going to be a walking itch bump by morning. Will I be beautiful then? Stop that mumbling, there's a sound. Hushed voices and careful footfalls approach down the overgrown path. To Marcin's ears, even these muffled noises are perfectly loud. Come forward, strangers. If you're friendly, come forward slowly. Silence, perhaps a minute of it, is all the answer that emerges from a thick wall of brush. Then... Storn, you dolt! They're not fooled by this! We're prolonging the inevitable! Yes, mistress. Should I offer myself? Introduce us! We hear you. Ho there! Ho. You look like experienced whatever you are. Bandits? Rogues? Not hounding for captives, I hope. What good are more mouths to feed? Well, oh, move it, you fool. How are you so miserable at this? Sorry, mistress. Here, take my arm. A pair of travelers clambers free of the bracken, their clothing fine, but a tad filthy. Hello, strangers. I'm Storn, servant and apprentice to this prestigious and lovely woman who... Well, perhaps we shouldn't use your real name? That's Ziggler Curly! Yeah? Oops, he knows your name. And why wouldn't he? Ziggler the Dream Chanter, poet and peerless singer, impossible to turn away an ear when she's plucking strings, spinning yarns, deploying her famous vowels. Well, you don't seem like a threat. Come sit by the fire. We're not in any kind of bad business. Nina, mistress, by the fire sounds grand. The small camp settles a little awkwardly. Introductions go round. Shortly thereafter, Chris can't help himself. He bends Ziggler's ear. Yours was the first performance that actually, well, moved me in a genuine way. I don't often go for serious poetry, you know? The capital P kind, but I was there when you sang Star Sailors in Qualotosbury. Flawless. You recited Tree of Looms in full, pageless, without rest. People still talk about it. This version of Chris is a theater kid. Yes, I remember those days. I try not to miss them. Oh, mistress, you don't need to say it. I do, though. Just that nothing lasts forever. Bad fever took my lofty registers from me, my volume. Performance is such a physical thing. Most forget that. I'm weak nowadays. I lean on him, my student, Storn there. Mistress. I would love to show that gift to you again, but it's gone now. Only the memory remains. Why not try a small song? Even if it's quiet, even if it's just a shadow of you. We'd like it. That's a pretty high chance. Well, I could try. It's been a few years now. Zigla Curly, the dream chanter, pulls her instrument from its case. A hum collects in her throat, then ebbs, then rises again, spilling between pitches, and stops. Don't strain yourself, mistress. It's good night, I think. I may have a few verses in me. First she moves her fingers over the strings of the mandolute. Great rings of sound, chords and twining threads. The melody hangs and wobbles and winds around the ear. It curls in the heart like an old dog returning. My father wrote this for me. It was my first song. Next, she begins to sing. But there is not a tune for that, so I am not going to bother. Her voice is sheer as gauze. It yields to the slight sigh of a breeze, but it persists, trembling strong. It's beautiful. Suddenly, an unpleasant grit closes her mouth. She swallows, appears to be fighting a cough. Unshed tears are star bright in the firelight. Are you, mistress? But she shakes her head. Her fingers repair the halted tune. That was my father's lullaby. My life, I know, has been blessed. The night before the fight at Gawkin Brewery passes quietly. We have courage. Go to the open door. That way. Boy, oh boy. That's why we hid in the back room. So we'll silk step and kind of... Oh, there we go! So we'll kind of move you to cover for now. Ta-da! Oh. Excuse you! I was freaking kidding. Leave me alone. We'll just kind of smack you. Come by. Okay. So we'll back you off. And... never mind. We'll just kind of move that way and pray, frankly. Let's just make sure there's not something in there. The girls can handle this. Damn. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna step over there and see what I can do, because I have a bone lance with those assholes' names on it. And it's better if the rest of us aren't in the immediate vicinity. See? I have tactics! Yeah, no. Yeah, no. You, sir. There we go. That's the end of you guys. Ah. New individual. Ready for a shot. Definitely need an upgrade. Not as nifty stunts, but okay. We will search for items. On we go. Minweld. Oh. Let's patrol for the time being. Ah, Minwald has been cleared of infestation. We have to go there for the time being, so on we go. Oop. Armor. Give that to Elle. She's not doing as good as she might on me. Okay, let's add a couple of people. Let's add Chris and Nina to that scouting. Yeah, nah. Don't really want to be bothered with you. Thrush Timberland has been revealed. Okay. No, we're trying to actually... Oh, it's in progress. It would help if I unpaused things. The waking ground, the splitting trees, the unsteadying of all once permanent things. Folks don't trust the sun to stay balanced on the arc of the sky much longer. Cherie and the others narrow in on an ancient earth temple, a hill painter site, sitting in a bare patch amid the shrinking back pines of Thrush Timberland. The touch of a stone here fills my head with rageful screaming. No time to waste, I guess. Drauven mill around the temple mound, among its roots and mouths like beetles on a body. There's not much of an approach to take here. Battle starts. Good on you. It is a terrible lot of fun. And I've certainly been enjoying the ever-loving hell out of it, but, okay, so, let's see, where do we want to go from here? We'll just stand in front here like the large would-be target that you are. Okay, so... Oh, I wanna get that storm throat directly out of my immediate view. Thank you very much. You guys so much as twitch, and we're gonna have a thing. So we stand here. Of those vulture-loving pieces of nonsense. Okay, so move you there. You there. That is why I love that particular ability. Really? Go away. And I still get to shoot. Yeah. Okay, fine. You know what? Fine. I'll just move over here. I somehow thought that was going to be a longer fight. Apparently not. Okay. Throwing knives. Nah. Emptied of Drowvin, the inside of this earth temple echoes with no noise but the outside wind. It sounds like a breath of relief, a sigh. Do you think this was enough? Chris, behind you! Earth silence. Then... oh dear. After busting through the temple roof, the giant plods off, landing each foot lightly, barely altering the earth where it steps. We are meant to follow. It's not difficult to keep the thing's great bulk in sight. It moves slower than a march, but it does not tire. Their own rest will be curtailed, shifts of sleep and catching up, staying on its trail until they reach their destination. The earthquakes stop. Help has been found. Okay. I mean, yes, I could go directly to there, but I'm going to, see if I get any interesting items. I have time. Besides, there's 5 of us. This goes pretty quick. What do we got? Ingots, spell threads. Shuri gets a scarf. And now... That's everybody we need. Okay, great. Off we go. The earth molds treasures under its ground. Why it forms them, what it intends for them. Science describes the planet's behaviors, but only in imagination can poem and press near its meanings. It's not always that the Drowvin venture underground, but an explorer of theirs returned from one subterranean venture, cradling a gleaming hunk of ore. Its luster and limitless potential ensnared their minds. They needed more of it. That's a noise. What? No. Yeah. Huge hands split a chasm in the ground, easy as a child opening a bag of sweets. You found some darkness, I see. If we climb down there... The Earth Guardian's stare is somehow piercing, and Shuri suddenly receives its intentions. Slay the Master. What exactly? Slay the Master. Something down there opposes the will of the Earth. We kill it, then Old Stony here can bury the rest of them. And what about us? We'll escape in time, I guess. That's reassuring. Okay, well, you're just gonna stand there and be a big old, never seen this before. That's interesting. Okay. What can you do from here? You can get yeeted, idiot! Uh-oh. I think everybody ought to be maybe not standing there. That looks unpleasant. It's one of those don't stand in the stupid situations. Yes, okay. We can make sure we are not standing in the stupid. Standing in the stupid. Rice, they're everywhere. Okay. We will be making sure we are not standing in the stupid. Good, great, wonderful. Good. We are just about out of the... And we can get you! Possibly. Yeah. Will you stop hitting? Oh, pity's sake. Okay, fine. I can move over here to be out of the stupid. Oh, I can't shooting star yet. Oh, shoot the bird away from it. Good. Okay, great. Now, you... Out of the stupid. Goodbye. Actually, no, she can move out of the way well enough, I think. It will just. Okay. Fuck. So stuck in the stupid, aren't you? Oh, I'm just gonna stand over there. done with you! You annoying little... Thank you. If a mountain could sound impatient, as their enemy sags dead, there's a rumble from above. We don't want to be near it. Anyway, no fast way back up. Couldn't we have tied a rope? Ugh. There's a distant pale glow that might be the exit they need. It's time to run. And we're heading in that general direction, so... Fleeing! Running for our lives now, thank you. Especially Elle, she is not looking so good. Just see the bird off Chris, why not? Possibly because it slows me down, but hey. Oh, for fuck's sake. Screw this, I don't need to kill everybody, I just need out. Ta-da! As they clear the opening, clambering free of the cavern quarry, a great rumble begins. It's not unlike the quakes that had begun this journey. Only it's stronger and continues to grow. The ground moans, it yawns, it stretches its cracking limbs, and tosses itself on its side. Did you think you were going to marry it? Pleasant sleeps repair us. From the heights to the depths of the world, even the storms seem to sleep, and the monsters. The Drauven recede to wherever it is they stew. The old places age, the young places too, and the earth holds its beauty as close and as long as it can. 10 years of peace follow. Undermine the enemy's plans during the years of peace. Now that the job wasn't quite as dangerous, Serena became a guide to travelers crossing the more treacherous stretches of swamp and mountain. When the lulls of peacetime made Elle restless, she'd pick up a hammer. Over here, Serena, she's rock busting again! Somehow, an audience always found her. Nina enjoyed spending time with the researchers of Blower Scales. They shared a dark sense of humor about some of the world's less pleasant mysteries. Nina was approached by an old acquaintance who told her, "The offer still stands." With a smirk, Nina asked if the woman really hadn't found anyone better to bother since then. Sometimes I worried that once times were peaceful, we wouldn't have anything left to talk about. If you need drama, I'm sure I could come up with something. I'll give him another celestial leg, why not? I like the speed, thank you. Right, well, I know I said 3 chapters, but I had overtime today. I think that's probably about enough to be getting on with, frankly. I'm not sure if I'll end up doing a Ko-fi write-up of this one. This is sort of a specialty stream for the holidays, after all, and writing up a whole little campaign based on what happened in it when it's mostly just a distraction vessel feels a little pointless. Still, there's some other fun stuff written up there, not paywalled at all. It's also a place you can donate to the Caffeinated Bean Water Fund if you like. Really not required. Mostly just spread the word about the stream if you enjoy what I do. For those not entirely cool with Twitch, I also have the VODs up on YouTube, and I'll get this one up there as well. Since, I've been swearing at things and, generally speaking, been entertaining, I should hope. Thursdays aren't a day I usually stream, but again, it's Christmas. Folks might want a break from the family or just some company, and I'll probably need some decompression from my own family revels, which is another reason why I'm cutting it short before chapter, because I actually have to be awake and maybe not look like death warmed up when I'm having dinner with the parentals. So I'll be back tomorrow, same time, with another little Wildermyth campaign, probably more RP stories, and company while people eat whatever Christmas dinner they've scrounged up or put together, or any some assembly required presents that need it. Hope to see you there, and until then, or until next, have a good one.